Cryptacrostic by Hex. Answers to this month's puzzles, and this was December 1997, should be entered in the grid letter by letter at the coordinates given after each clue. When all the letters have been entered, most of them will form a quotation reading from left to right and top to bottom. The remaining letters interrupt the sequence of the quotation, spell out its source. Each of these letters is found in 3 different clues. Letters that are found in 2 different clues begin the words of the quotation. Solvers are advised to shade the squares containing the quotation source just to complete the picture. Answers include 1 proper noun. Yes, Jamie, it was it's got a fantastic set. Jamie, I think that Mibble Dibble Wibble was the first round I wrote. I think I didn't write all the questions in it, but that was the first round that I started constructing for Quizness. If you're interested, it's been my month. It's been my mind for 3 months, going Mibble Dibble Wibble, easy peasy squeezy, making puns. Funnily enough, the puns round I excelled at, but I wrote a lot of questions for it, and I was also the sort of the questions. I was the questions assistant producer, which means that basically I was taking all the stuff from everyone and making sure that it all got dealt with properly. So I was dealing with a lot of questions for each show. But I did a lot of the writing for it as well. The squares that I have coloured, those are not in the grid. No, the grid, if you look at it, is just a grid that looks like that. It's just a grid, but I've gone through because I wanted to go, oh, okay, if that is D5, let's put that in, and then it appears in D5, there we go, and so on and so forth. So, I've made it so that if I type something in here, it will appear in the grid, and I noted when I was transcribing this across, which squares appeared twice, which are in grey, and which squares appeared 3 times, which are in yellow. And it's the ones that are in 3 squares that is the source of the quotation. And it says, solvers are advised to shade those squares containing the quotation source, i.e. the ones in yellow, to complete the picture. So it looks like some form of, is it a butterfly or something? I think it's something like that. So, because of the way the Excel mapping works, I will, if it's a grey or a yellow square and it's a lower down clue, it may not immediately transcribe across and I have to look up for its first instance. Don't worry about that. I will deal with that. But A11 looks weird. Oh, it does. But that could just be because I have done a thing. Well, okay. A11 does look weird. I hadn't spotted that. Interesting. A11. Okay, found it. Where is it? Okay, yeah, that's... No, don't do that. Oh, dear. A11 equals this square. Thank you for the spot there. Equals this. There we go. Whether I've done all the others or not, I don't know. But the grey squares start words. The yellow squares interrupt this long quotation that we've got that is the rest of the grid. And are its own thing. So give me a good... Oh, it could be a bow. Yes, December, a bow. That would make sense. More sense than a butterfly. Give me a first go at each clue. If and when I get stuck, this is Hex. I do get stuck. Then you can help me out. So here we go with number 1. Take too many drugs and initially hallucinate something with 3 legs. Take too many drugs and initially hallucinate something with 3 legs. Well, I know what something with 3 legs is, but how do you get it from... got it. Yes. Yes. Good evening to everyone, by the way. Good evening if you've popped in whilst I was whittling on about whatever stuff. Good evening, Tebow, Liari, and Troupon. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, type it in the chat. If you think you got it, type it in the chat. I'll give you a few seconds. I'm just going to get some paper so that I can do my anagramming, because I'm sure there'll be some anagrams in here. There we go. It is tripod. I was thinking initially hallucinate was going to be the letter H, because that is the initial letter of hallucinate, but it is tripod. So if you hallucinate, you trip, and then if you take too many drugs, you OD. I'm always slightly icky with that, but, you know, there we go. So those should have gone into the grid. Those have gone into the grid. Now, the next time that D5 comes up, so somewhere else in this thingy, there'll be a D5 because it has already appeared. That D does not come across, so we've got to try and remember that just because of the way it's a one-to-one relationship between these 2 Excel spreadsheets. So, oh, I could have done it that way. Anyway, Just to bear that in mind. Swimmer. Possessing Spielberg's character's charm. Swimmer. Possessing Spielberg's character's charm. You will enjoy it immensely. This is not too hard than last time. Okay, good, good. Have a lovely lunch, Sensei. Eat some for me. Please, what are you going to have? Let us know. Foggy, yes. I mean, I've done sort of the hard work, which was literally mapping out which squares appears once, twice, and 3 times. Did take a while. Yes, I think prepping this crossword is going to take longer than actually solving it. Right, the E.T. character, the Spielberg character is probably E.T. And so that immediately made me go amulet, because there's a charm, there's an amulet, but I don't think a swimmer is an amule. Is it? Amulet? And it's all possessing the Spielberg character. So the Spielberg character's kind of got to go to E.T. and that's got to go in and around it or something. So swimmer, fish. Fish, fetish? Fetish? Is it fetish? Because charm is not the word I'd use. But a swimmer is a fish. And if you put E.T. in fish, you get fetish. Do people think that's right? Which, of course, allow a fetish is a talisman. Okay. Okay, well, I did not... A charm can be a fetish? Well, yeah, fetish can be charm. Well, there we go. I have learned a thing. So, as I say, the letter E and S that are in F8 and G8, those will appear 3 times. Try and, if you spot that something is going to get used more than once in a clue, it doesn't get transcribed back. We'll try and remember that. So, an inanimate object worshipped for its supposed magical powers or because it is considered to be inhabited by a spirit. I like a voodoo dog. No, I don't know many. Artist reworked waterway. 6 letters. Artist reworked waterway. Anagram of artist. Anagram of artist, is it? Everyone's getting in the chat, so it can't be that tricky. Waterway, canal, stream. Okay, stream. It could be stream, but it's anagram of artist. Right, writing it down. Artist. Saint Rita. Traits. Waterway. Sittart. Tartis. Is this a river that I don't know? Is it a river? Is it a river? Strait. Oh. Strait of Gibraltar. Now, that is not what comes to mind when I think of a waterway. That is absolutely not what I think. It's not a specific body of water. It is absolutely a waterway, though, because it is a piece of water between 2 pieces of land. But, yeah, St. Rita, the patron saint of bubble perms and big earrings. Don't let her hear you say that. Wet blanket just covers female insect. Wet blanket just covers female insect. Detroit is the French name named after the French word for strait. Oh, is that right? What's it a strait between? Detroit. Is it just got a river through it that sort of pinches things? Or Detroit, it would be, I guess. That's lovely. Yeah, stream could be an anagram of master. That's why I thought an artist was a master anagram to stream, but you would not do, or it should not be done. The sort of indirect anagram is not considered an okay thing to do. The Detroit River goes between the US and Canada. Fair enough. Right, any of these letters appear? If they do let me know. It's just so many letters. I mean, who knows which of these have already appeared in the grid. Wet blanket just covers female insect. Just could be so or fair. Wet blanket, female covers female. I think we're going to be dealing with an insect here at the end, aren't we? Wet blanket. Just C3 is F. Thank you. Yeah. Spotting these is going to be is difficult. So that's the female. Wet blanket just covers female. There's your female. Female can be F. So we get an insect. Butterfly. Oh, hello. Could it be butterfly? No, the F's in the wrong place. Darn. Not sure. Not sure. Good evening, Warble J. I hope. Is it for butterfly? Oh, no, it's not in the wrong place. You're quite right. I can't count. That's what it is. I hope wherever you are, Warble J, is it Edinburgh that you're based or somewhere in Scotland? I hope it's doing all right here. Is it butterfly? No. Any hints, please? Like a first letter, please. Let's get a first letter in the grid. It's not butterfly. It's really difficult to get crossings and things like that. Well, it is not sunny here, Wobble J. D. Damsonfly. Damsonfly is an insect. Wet could be dam, maybe? I feel like it's damsonfly. Closer. Okay. Dragonfly. Rawr. Dragonfly is an insect. So, dragonfly. Why is it dragonfly? 4-letter word for a wet blanket. They'd be a drag. And then only around F. Oh, that's a nice construction. So it's drag and then only around F for a dragonfly. Good. Feathers, Icarus, finally attached to arm, resulting in fall. Feathers, Icarus, finally attached to arm, resulting in fall. Were you calling me a female insect there, Sensei? I'll have you know I've not got 6 legs. I have a wet blanket, though. Feathers. Icarus, finally. So that's probably S. Attached to arm, limb, maybe, resulting in fall. Do we have any of these letters already? Oh, God, you have to check each one. Ugh. I mean, goodness knows. This is going to get more common that we've already used some of the letters. G8 equals S. I hadn't got there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sure there's a way of setting this Excel spreadsheet up properly, but I didn't know what it was and I couldn't be bothered. Okay. Feathers, Icarus. Finally, is it going to be an anagram of feathers and S? Attached isn't a strong enough anagram indicator, is it really? In fall. Stumble. Your feathers are your down, aren't they? There we go. Down. And then S. And then attached to arm. Down. Down fall. Downs. It's got to be down something because we're going to be getting a fall. Down slide. Feathers is down. Icarus S finally. Attached to arm. Limb. If you arm, you provide a weapon. You equip. You. Oh, I must be so close. Yes. Down fall is all I could think of. Resulting in fall. Down slide. Is it lid? Not it down. Arm as in limb. Okay. Ulna. Radius. Arm for another species. Wing. Would it be a wing? Is it at the down? Yeah, if you're on the downswing, you're on a fall. Downswing. There we go. Or on Icarus. Yes, indeed. Downswing. Thank you very much. There we go. Macho outfielder with superficial wound. Macho outfielder with superficial wound. 3-6. E3. No. M6. No. F3. Oh, this is horrible. That will appear in 2 other clues, though. Oh, it could have been an L of a building. Yes, indeed. H4. No. B7. No. G9. G9 will appear in other clues. D1. No. A1 will appear in other clues. J7. Okay, I think we haven't got any letters. And no crosses. Thank you, Cartus, for being amazing. Superficial wound. Flesh wound. That's merely a flesh wound. Macho. Manly, maybe. Outfielder. Probably a baseball thing. Rather than cricket. Always got to be cricket, but not in an American crossword. With superficial. Fake. Facade. Superficial wound. It could be wound, of course. So something winded. Coiled. Macho outfielder with superficial. I feel like superficial is part of the wordplay. Going to need to come back to that one. I'm not getting anything, and neither is the chat. So I think I'm going to move on to 7, and we'll come back to that one. 7. Gangsters smuggling worry. Gangsters smuggling worry. And I'm not going to bother to check the because I've got it. I've got it. It's my favourite type of clue. For those of you who are regular viewers, that will now know. That will now tell you exactly what type of clue it is. My favourite type of clue is a hidden. By favourite, I also mean least favourite because I never spot them. But this one I have. This one I have. Dragon Engineer. What do you think it is? Dragon Engineer. Love that GOT puzzle piece. It is a good hint. I just happened to see it, which I was very pleased with. Gangsters smuggling worry. It is angst. Absolutely, it's literally hidden in gangster. Gangster contains angst. Nice. In plot, class cheated. In plot, class cheated. Have we got any crosses here? A2 will be used in others. K4, no. H3. D8. F8. F8 is E. Oh, okay, Sensei. We shall see. F2. No. So we've got an E. We've got one E. In plot, class cheated. If you cheated, so it's probably going to end ED. Feels like it's a past tense. A plot could be a graph. Oh, a class could be a kind, an ilk. So a plot. Is it silked? Is it ilk in set? If you plot something, you set it. Is class ilk? If you plot something, you put it into a bed, as in a plant. You bilked, milked, nilked. So I'm going to put ilk in there. Milked. Milked. No. Med? Why would plot be med? Cheated? No. Bed. Dead. Dilked. Filked. Gilk. Hilt. Wilk. What have I said? Oh no. Do Brits... Oh, bilks. No, we don't use that word. Okay, so it's a plot. So a plot is in a bed of... No, we don't. I do not. I've not heard of it. I've heard of Sergeant Bilko Waterfall. Yes, indeed. But bilk, no. If you cheat, you bilk. Is that cheat in the sense of cheating on a test, or is that in the sense of cheating like with a spouse or a partner, like infidelity, or is it just anything? Bilking is driving off without paying for fuel. Bilk is a scam. Okay, I am an innocent person. This is why I have not heard of it. 9. Number 9. Oh, Kitus, you are amazing. D3 is S. Awesome. Gary! Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Is it half term? I don't think it's half term. Channel carrying health resort news story. Channel carrying health resort news story. Now, a health resort is usually a spa, so I'm going to put a spa there. Channel. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it, Gary. Very glad to hear it. Half term's in a couple of weeks. So, is that spa in a good place? You know, you could spend, 80 quid getting a lovely mud facial at the spa, or you could just wait until winter and then, dig your face into the ground. For free! You save 80 quid a time. It's wonderful. Say that like I've done it. Spa is right. Channel. Divot. News story is the news sports ditch. Got it. Sorry, I've said it out loud. What do you think it is, everyone? It's a ditch where you can also find your free mud facials. A ditch. So if you put spa in a ditch, you get a dispatch, which is a news story, not dat patch. No, dispatch. Arch. Good evening, Sharon. Hope you're doing well. Have we got any answers in this one? So this is 5-5. Need shower before and after travel way out west once. Right. K11 will come in a couple of places. G5 will... I'm going to start at the back. I6, no. A1, no. C1, no. H13, no. D4, nope, not yet. So there's nothing in the bottom. Okay, thank you. Can I just... Need shower or shower before and after travel way out west once. I feel like the definition is way out west once. So a shower could be rain before and after travel. So we're going to put the word for shower both before and after travel. Is that if you travel, you move, for example? Another American thing. In that case, Hologro, give me a letter. Give me a few of the letters. Give me 3 letters in 3 places, even if they're in the same word. I don't mind. Way out west. Which way is west? It's that way. East and west. I always have to think. Choo choo. Something wagon. Oh no, it's a train. Is it? Okay. Wagon train. Is it a wagon train? So a shower would be rain, wouldn't it? And then want and a go. That is it. No, go. Go. Travel is go. Travel. So it's go, which is travel. In want, which is your need. So need shower is want rain. And we're putting go in the middle of want rain. Hey, there we go. Good to see. A train there. Good. E3, A3, K11 is a W. Oh, so we've got a W there. J4 is an I. G12 is not there. And M13 is also not there. So we've got a couple of letters here. What a service station might do to obtain $1,000. What a service station might do to obtain $1,000. And that's sell 1 small Snickers bar. Bloomin' expensive. Okay. What a service station might do. Pump gas. Fill. $1,000. It would be G. This is going to be a fun definition, isn't it? It's going to be an unlit or something here. Something weird is going to go on in this clue, I feel. The G is right, yeah. Pump it, something in G, for example, is probably going to end in G. Sewing. What a service station might do. Refill. Supply gas. Pit stop. Might do to obtain G. Think of the 5th toe. Oh, so is it towing? The 2 is 2, so 2. Oh. Wow, yes. So 2 is 2, obtain is to win, and then $1,000. To obtain $1,000 is to win a G. So to win G, towing, what a service station might do. Fun clue, like that one. That's good. B10, H11. Do we have any of these yet? I11. Yes, we got that. That's an R. E7. G. Oh, yes. D9. Nope. H7. And F8. F8 is E. Right, okay. Thank you, Kaitis. Pardon 4 involved in counterfeit. Pardon 4 involved in counterfeit. Yes, I have this one, and I don't think I'd have got it without those letters. Those were actually incredibly useful letters. I meant to. Would it be more useful, actually, if I delete all these? Would it? I don't know. Anyway, there we go. There's 2... it just comes up... No, I'm not going to do that because it comes up Yes, shush, 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 shush. If you got this one, so hello Zamaj, go for it. What do you think this one is? And let's give this to Wobblej and Kylactics. Yes, indeed, Kaitas, yeah, I completely agree. What do you think this is? I think it's Forgive. Forgive. I could put them as dots, actually, but yeah. Shush, Sensei, shush, I know what exactly. It's clever, clever. Forgive and forget. Very good. And sorry is to forgive. So it's IV, which is 4 in Roman numerals. It's counterfeit. If you counterfeit something you forge, put that in, you get forgive. And that is to pardon. You are, that's okay. I moved up. Marsupial's bill, cut back. G5 is A. Oh, excellent. Marsupial's bill, cut back. Okay. I mean, I have an idea what it must be. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Bill, yes. Cut back, no. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, I think there might be an Americanism going on, but it is what I thought it was. It is what I thought it was. These are, I mean, Kaitos, this is cute, but also these things are also quite cute. I could give the definition. It is marsupial. Marsupial is the definition here. Give that a few extra seconds, and then I'll let you type it in the chat. Okay, Alchemist, and thank you, Wobblej. Just spotted that. And Hologrow, what do you think it is? It is indeed a wombat. So it is a tab mo all reversed. So why is a bill a tab? Oh, pick up the bill, pick up a tab. Oh, fine. Okay, no, that's absolutely fine. I hadn't spotted that. I was thinking like a tab in like a file, like as in like a piece of paper kind of tab. No, yeah, bar tab, absolutely. And then if you cut some grass, you mow it, put all that back, you get wombat. I7. Right. Hit head on down at the end of steep hill. Thank you so much. Hit head on at the end of steep hill. So very disappointingly, there is no 7 down in any way, shape, or form in this thing. So we'll have to make up doubly for that in the next crossword. Very disappointing. There's 36-ish clues, something like that. So we're almost halfway, and it should get easier and also more confusing with there's more letters to transcribe back into here. I now realise how I could have done it, but yeah, couldn't be bothered. Actually, it would only work if I got them going down, actually. Hit, ram, head on. Hit, if you, at the end of steep hill. Steep hill. End of steep is P. Hill could be... I feel like the definition must be head on. Is that... hit head on? Is that... would you agree, Arch? Steep hill. What is a steep hill ending in D? Or just a hill? Land? All I can think of that fits B and D and ends in 6 letters is ballad. Hit head on. Ramrod. What's the next letter? What's the next letter, Arch? Because I believe you're the only one to get it. So you are... the most intelligent person in the world. Booped! Love it. How does Ted feel? He feels busted? They don't have much of an imagination in Lincoln, do they? Oh, dear. I mean, is it busted? I mean, no, if you bumped down, if you're down, you're sad. At the end of steep hill might be a butt. B-U-T, butted? Yeah. Oh, if you hit head on, you butted. I mean, a super steep hill is a cliff, but that doesn't fit in the grid. It's a butte, B-U-T-T-E. So a butte is a type of cliff or a very, very steep hill, B-U-T-T-E. Down is D, and that is at the end of it, and if you hit head on. So that's butted. Nice clue. Take away 2 vehicles, backing up truck at first. Pronounced butte. I did not know that, actually. You know that I don't say things right anyway. We got 1 letter already in here. Take away 2 vehicles, backing up truck at first. An isolated hill with steep sides and a flat top, similar to but narrow than a mesa. Okay. All right. Take away. Yes. So that's the definition. 2 vehicles. That's cute. Backing up truck at first. That is cute. That is a good clue. I like it. A few people getting it in the chat. That C again was actually surprisingly useful for me. Okay. Arch. Clever. I'm going to slowly fill in the letters for this one. And I'm just going to let you go aha when... that's not right. When you... Oh, that's not right. Oh, my goodness. Trying to be clever and failing. So well done if you've got subtract, because it's a bus backwards. It's a cart backwards, and it's the letter T. So if you take away, you subtract 2 vehicles, bus and cart, which are backing up, and then truck at first is T. That is that. Head of teachers has joint in administrative area. Head of teachers has joint in administrative area. I6 is an N and J4 is an I. Thank you so much, Cactus. You're amazing. Head of teachers has joint in administrative area. Head of teachers, a dean, a master, or literally the head of teachers could be the letter T. Joint, spliff. Knee, ankle, elbow, pelvis, roofie, reefer. In administrative area, office. Where else does one do admin? I mean, from home at the moment because, you know, working from home. Okay. Right. Where are you based, Zadster? SSTA has it. Can I have a hint, please? Is the head of teachers? How many letters is head of teachers the definition? Is it the letter T? How many letters does head of teachers represent? No manners here. Interesting. Wakefield. I almost know where Wakefield is. Is that somewhere near Sheffield? Is that right? Okay. Head of teachers represents 1 letter. In that case, I'm going to go T. Joint. Oh, it could be together. Has joint in administrative area. It's in West Yorkshire. There we go. Fairly, reasonably northern England. Yes. Fair enough. Well, one day you'll have a sunset. One day. But just the one. Zamaj has it. If you're joint, it's a union. Joint togetherness. So, administrative area or just area is the definition then. Not spotting this. Hints, please. Good evening, Catnip. Hints, please, from SSTA, Zamaj, Troopon, Dragon. Anyway. No, so confusing. Not how. Okay, joint in the human body. Okay, is it going to be a knee? Is it going to be knee? What's the joint? The shoulder, higher than the knee. Okay, here we go. I'm going to play higher, lower. Is it higher than the? Is it the waist? Is there a waist lower than the shoulder? Here we go. T plus sin for have plus a joint. Okay, so I know there's an I in it. T-Bow! 9 months. Thank you. You're not. No, sorry, 10 months on a 9-month streak. Thank you so much, T-Bow. Keep on quizzing. Lower than the waist, but higher than the knee. What? Lower than the waist, but higher than the knee. There isn't it. That's your leg. Did I say higher than the knee? Lower than. Yeah, okay. Well, I thought the waist was the joint. Upper leg. Upper leg does have no joints. The upper leg is just 2 bones and the thigh. Okay, have. If you have something you own. Okay, so if you have something you own it. If you has it, you own it. You has it. So it's going to be that. Admit town, a ship. Oh no, it has his owns and then the hip. There we go. Great work, everyone. Nothing connects the thigh bone. It's township. There we go. Thank you very much. T owns hip. 17. What disturbed member of the brass family tree? What disturbed member of the brass family tree? Why do you feel like a dentist? I am so not hip. Well, actually, I am hip in the cool. I would have been cool in the 1960s. Octobus, it's 8 letters and it fits. Love it. Do we have G11 equals A and I8 is W. What disturbed? So it's probably anagram of what? Yes, it is. And then it is a member of the brass family tree. It's a member of the brass family. Oh, that's a good clue. Yes, I agree. Okay. Everyone who's got it, go for it. Why do you feel like a dentist, SSTA? Because I do need work on one of my teeth. If you're up for it, it is exactly that. It's an anagram of what, which is hort, and then the member of the brass family is the horn, and it makes up a tree, hawthorn. Hint: this word appeared in the movie My Wife. Name that movie. I'll name it in one word. Time-saving changes evoking pessimistic attitude. Time-saving changes. Okay. Oh, is it going to be an anagram of time-saving? Is it going to be an anagram of time-saving? That's 10 letters, and if it changes, we might evoke a pessimistic attitude. Is it going to be that? Time-saving? Yes, it is! Oh, it's a fancy word as well. Don't need those, Kitus, because I've got the answer. But those are all correct, I imagine. Those are all correct. So, Wobble J, Kylectics, go for it. I have a problem with my molar. I can't eat on the left-hand side of my mouth, because if any weight, if any pressure goes on my left molar back here, on my left-hand side, left lower molar, I'm in intense pain. And I should probably get it seen to. This is negativism. It is exactly that. Which I thought it was just negativism. Negative. Yeah, negative. I thought it was negativity, but negativism it must be because of the anagram. Always a good plan, Kitus. Let's have a look at number 19. Stroke back of doggy with tool. Stroke back of doggy with tool. F4, M4. So J10 is T. So back of doggy is Y. And then we need a tool that's 5 letters, ends in T. Why the sad face, T-Bow? You remember this game show? Gambit? That's obscure. It's not that. 6-letter game show ending in T. Don't know. Stroke. A stroke is to pet. Maybe. Tool. Tool is the definition here. It must be, surely. Oh, yeah. It could be breaststroke. Back of doggy is Y. I don't think it is breast. Gambit with Fred Dinage, yes. Does it, GJ? Oh, right. So, oh, yeah. The thing is, I know that it's just going to have to get extracted because it's been filled and filled and filled in the past, and there's there's only about half of the tooth there, and it's getting harder and harder each time to fill it. And given that I'm still in pain, it just needs more filling. And the last time I had an extraction, of which I have had many, my teeth are just awful, absolutely awful. There is basically I'm putting it off because I do not want to have it extracted, and I'm not looking forward to it. Last time I had an extraction, I had a pretty much panic attack. Hologrow, what do you think it is? What do you think it is? Let's see if you are a genius or an idiot. One of the two. You are not in between. Breast fits definition. It does, but I can't work out how you get to with tool. A tool could be a. I think I'm going to move on. And we might get some more letters for it. 20. Spot is absorbed by catty sound in pasture. Spot is absorbed by catty sound in pasture. So we've got a few letters here. A, D, and W. Ooh. Okay, well, that really, really helps. But spot is absorbed by catty sound. I think I've got it. I mean, I've got the answer, but I'm not entirely sure on the wordplay. Dritters Maths. Zamaj, tell me what you think it is. Give that a few seconds to come through. It is a meadow. A do? So a catty sound is a mew. That's fine. Oh, a meow. And a spot is an ad. I was trying to go, why is spot a do? Is it like a fight or something? But no, I was going mew for the catty sound. It's not. It's meow, and then it's ad in meow. Clever. Yeah, UK cats have many different sounds. We have regional dialects. I have sad news. Calvin fans. Please prepare yourself. Unfortunately, a neighbour's dog attacked Calvin, and Calvin, unfortunately, is now no longer with us. I'm very sorry to report that. Mean and out-of-control greyhound, a rehabilitated greyhound, who was not rehabilitated. Yeah. Disappointing day today. I found that out this morning. Calvin has sadly no longer with us. I feel sorry. So I'm slightly sad, of course, because he was a lovely cat. I am absolutely gutted for the family and for the kids. Jake, who was one of the members of the family, who's 9, absolutely besotted with that cat, and vice versa. I feel gutted for him. Anyway, happy news. Sorry about that, but just giving people updates on everything in my world. T there. Let's capitalise it. Indeed. I've been asked if I've got any photos of him, and the answer is, of course. I've got thousands. There was not a punchline to the story. It is, sadly, that is just the way things work. I really hope that they get another cat. They say, oh no, it's been too much, and we've got a dog anyway. I really hope they get, after an appropriate period of time, I want them to get another cat, because I think it will really help them. A river in Italy, okay. The exec saw. Is there an anagram? Is it an anagram? Saw. Cited. A river in Italy, that's Po or the Tiber. Or a river could be AR, but in Italy, no. The exec saw. The exec eyed. It is, Curtis. I feel very sad for the family. Absolutely gutted for the family of 4 kids. The parents never get a moment of peace and quiet. Oh, yeah, so they're all. Okay, what do you think it is, Waterfall? Let's go for Waterfall. Sorry, SSTA, but if I'll go for Waterfall, and then SSTA, you can confirm or deny. Nothing. No, saw. The exec saw. Wheel of Fortune gives warthogs. Apothegum? What? What is apothegum? Which is not how you say it. First of all, how do you say it? Apothem, maybe? Is it silent G or something? And also, what the heck is it? A saw? Okay, so it must be a saying. It must be a saying. A is a river in Italy is Po. And then and then exec is a GM. What does that mean? I mean, I think of a CEO as an exec, but a GM must be like a grandmaster or something. Sorry, it's not Warthogs, I'm afraid. General manager, thank you. A concise saying or maxim, an aphorism. Cool. 22. Verbal authorization in ESPN broadcast. Verbal authorization in ESPN broadcast feels like an anagram. Is it an anagram of in ESPN? Verbal ESPN broadcast. Going to be an anagram of ESPN? No crosses, or we're on our own, thanks. If you give the verbal authorization, that's okay, but is it going to be a homophone? I know what you mean. I mean, yes, Catnip broadcast is an anagram indicator. Is it doing that in this one? I don't know. A few people are getting it. Is it an anagram of in ESPN? Because that is spines. Or, no, it's not. Spinner. Is it an anagram in ESPN? It's an anagram with the word you already said. Okay. So, okay. So, if verbal, I feel like okay has to be part of it. The authorization you give the okay. Yeah, that's all. That's the only thing I can see dresses. ESPN broadcast sports. Sports is what ESPN broadcast. Okay. Okay, it's part of it. Okay, Google. Play Mr. Blobby. Thank you, everyone. Sorry. Spoken. Got it. Sorry. There we go. So it is okay. That's the authorization in anagram of ESPN. There's SPE and it's spoken. Something is verbal. Did anyone's phone go off? Mine didn't, and it's right next to me. And it used to be really sensitive, but now it's 2 years old and it just sort of sits there like a lump of silicon. Trade for row behind me. Trade for row behind me. Trade could be swap. Me is probably me. Row could be an argument. Could be tiff. Is it tiff behind me for metif? Trade, swap, row or row? I think it's going to be row, ado. Me could be I. Row, ado. Trade. Other kind of row. Is it like row your boat gently down the stream? Oh, sorry, it's row not row, or row not row. Not you floor, but me ceiling? Me, ooh, noun version. Okay, row, column, tier. Oh. So it's tier. Is it métier? Wow. Is it métier? Your métier is your craft, is your career, is your trade. Yes, I think. So me is me, and then tier is a row, and your métier is your trade. Nice. I now get the U-floor reference. Okay, 24. Bracelet and piece of chain found in stew. Bracelet and piece of chain found in stew. Have we got anything here? J6 is good. Oh, no, it's J5. E10. Oh, thank you. I'll always work from the back. Kitus, F5. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a D. Stew. Head muck. Hoodwink. Hard tack. These are all potential options. Bracelet could be a head something or other. Piece of chain would be a link, wouldn't it? A piece of chain could be a link. Found in stew. If a stew could be an ado. Is it going to be a stew? Is that going to be the definition? Bracelet. I feel like it's got to be headwear. But then it would be bracelet, for example. Piece of chain. Is a piece of chain the link, Waterfall? Oh, yes, good point. Handwear. Hand something. Piece of chain could be H and something. Found in stew. Hand claw. Hand. What's handwork? Hand. If you stew, you simmer. You sit on something and boil. A sulk. So it is hand. Okay. You simmer. You sulk. What do you do? So is it the letter C in this 7-letter word for stew, to stew over something? You can leave in a minute or so. So it's C. You'll go off in one. A hand cart. A hand... I'm worried about what this is going to be. You go off in one. A tantrum. A hangnail. It's a rather specific bracelet. Oh, good. Oh, a handcuff. A huff. Thank you. What's the minute about? You can leave in a minute or so. What's that about? Don't get that. So, and piece of chain is and C. That's all in huff. You can leave in a huff. You can leave in a minute and a huff. Oh, graduate marks. Good. Thank you. Handcuff. There we go. Strong weed breaking net. Strong weed breaking net. D13 is T. And G6 is N. Strong weed breaking net. I mean, to be fair, we can start to go backwards now. We could, because the first words of this quote is probably something like, I bought my brother some gift wrap for Christmas. I took it to and then so on and so forth. Remembering that the letters in yellow are not part of the quote, but Wheel of Fortune is getting there. It's something. Stop unwrapping is the end of the quote. Anyway, I'm going to stop reading that. I'm just going to do the clues. Strong weed breaking net. Anagram of net. Yes, weed. There we go. Dragon. You've got this, dragon. You tell me. Hologrow, Troop on, Waterfall, Warbleday. Everyone, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I've got this as well. If it's strong, it is. Hologrow, that's good. Potent, it'd be a pot-ent. Yes, if Hologrow did that. Weed is pot. Anagram of net is ent. And if something strong, it's potent. Around charming woman, Ted acted jerky. Around charming woman, Ted acted jerky. Is there... Okay, this is an anagram of some kind, isn't it? J10 is T. A potent. You're coming up with better clues than the one that was there. D4 is a T and E12 is a C. Anagram of Ted acted. Is it an anagram of Ted acted? I don't feel like it can be, but it might be. Ted acted. Cadet? No. Around... Okay, it's not an anagram. Around charming woman. That would be a something something. And then Ted acted jerky. What's the last letter? Is it a D? No, it probably isn't. What is the last letter? Oh, it is a D. Is it? Does it end in TED then? Since I've never. I use the word fetish in an entirely different way. Doesn't end in Ted. Oh no, a Ted must go around. Ted has to go around. Okay, a charming woman could be a catch, maybe. I'm doing this right now. So is it going to be that? Jerky. What's jerky other than a very, very tasty dried meat? Love a bit of jerky. Thatched. It's not going to be thatched, is it? Woman who charms, but not in the nice way. Twitched. Twitcher? A witch! It's a witch! Right! And then a twitch. Right. Okay. Acted jerky is the definition. Twitched. A charming woman is a witch, but it had entirely different, as you can see, entirely different charming woman in mind. And then Ted goes around witch. Yes, indeed, SSTAI. Thatched, completely correct. Start to develop a headache in European capital. Start to develop a headache in European capital. Oh my goodness. Well, okay, with all this, B, U, D, we got something. A G10 is E, an S, an L11 is, okay, T. Right, I'm quite happy with that. It's got to be Budapest. Now, Y. Start to develop is D. A headache in European capital. Start. Start to develop is a bud. I haven't spelt it right. Anyway, it's 2 letters and I've put them in the wrong blooming places. Start to develop is bud. A, and a headache is a pest. You know, oh, he's a complete headache. He's a pest. Absolutely arch. Fading bone in heap. Fading bone in heap. Fading bone in heap. Fading. A2 is B. Is that it? Anagram of... No, I don't know whether there's any anagramming in this one. G6 is N. J2 is D. Okay. So a heap. Okay, so it's going to be a specific bone, is it? Higher than my hip. Higher than time. I don't know why I'm touching my hip, but I am as an aid to work out where it is higher than. Okay, Carter's gone puns. Uh-oh. Okay. Right. Rib. Is it going to be rib? And it's going to be in a heap. So a rib. So it's going to be rib in a heap. A pile. A mound. A mound. Moribund. I did not know that moribund means fading. I thought moribund was something to do with death because of mori. There's been a pun that I have missed and I don't get. I don't get Archer's pun. So there we go. Secures Rhode Island Animal Docks. Secures Rhode Island Animal Docks. Well, Animal Docks is vet. Rhode Island is RI. Means about to die. So fading is ephemeral. Okay. Oh, ephemeral. Oh my goodness. Now, oh no. Right. Okay. K7. Is K7S? Yes, it is. F13 is not there. B2 is not there. H7 is V. Okay, thank you. Secures. That's vets. Oh my goodness. Yes, okay, I've got it now. Now I was trying to put Rhode Island into the vets, but I shouldn't do this. Yes. Yes, indeed. Hologram. What do you think this is? To everyone who's got it, Troop on Hologram. What a fall. Type it in the chatteroo. It's rivets. If you rivet something, you secure it. RI is Rhode Island. Vet to the animal docks. Rivets. Nice and straightforward there. At the centre, watch aquatic mammal take unsteady steps. At the centre, watch aquatic mammal take unsteady steps. I'm hoping it's an otter. We shall see. T is there and T is here. Okay. I think it's totter. At the centre of watch is T. At the centre of watch, T. Aquatic mammal. Otter, which are so cute. As are little pocket foxes. Everybody needs a pocket fox. Take unsteady steps, you totter. There we go. Frustrating flaw in article. 9 letters. Frustrating flaw in article. J5 is 1, 2 is a G. D11 is an N. D2 is an I. The centre of watch, not which. A7 is not there. Okay, thank you, Coitus. L7 is W. And G5 is A. Frustrating. Flaw in article. So flaw in article. Okay, this is frustrating. This is very frustrating. Now A7, why have I got... Why is that? G62. Why have I got that? 1 second, sorry, I think I've got this wrong. This should actually be equal to... Yeah, something's gone wrong there. That should be an O, that should say brother, but anyway. Okay, let's move this back up. Okay, something warting. Thwarting? Yes, thwarting. Now, why is it thwarting? An article is a thing. Why is a flaw? Oh, a flaw is a wart. Flaw is a wart. Wart-in thing. There you go. The flaw is a wart. The article is a thing. And if you frustrate someone's plans, you thwart it. Next clue. Be important, framer. At times. Be important, framer, at times. I don't get it, Sensei, don't get it. There are 5 givens. Okay. F6 is an M. Okay. Be important. Merit. D10 is an A. Matter. Is it matter then? People have got it. Is it matter? Because if you're important, you matter. Sure, Sensei, I get that now. I get glossier and matter. Why is it matter? A framer at times. Why is it matter? I don't get the word play. You frame mats. Yeah. Not a huge fan of that. If it is that. Be important, matter. A frame. A mat can be a frame. And I know you know. And I know you know I know. Okay. Yeah. 33 across. Squirrel with nugget around an hour afternoon. So it starts with C. Squirrel with nugget around an hour afternoon. That is an H. J9. L3 is a K. So it's got to be chipmunk. Why is it chipmunk? Squirrel is a chipmunk. Broadly speaking. In the cryptic sense, it's enough. Squirrels and chipmunks. I'm sure that they would have a fierce rivalry and that they wouldn't. A chipmunk would never say they're a squirrel and vice versa. Indeed, I have a feeling they would absolutely not say that they're each other. But in this instance, an hour afternoon is 1 p.m. and it's in a chunk, which is the nugget. So 1 p.m. in chunk. Good. Opening reel before Old Western. Opening reel before Old Western. Not many letters in this one either, which is irritating. N is here. That's an I, and H12 is a W. Opening. Opening could be a window. A reel before Old Western. Old Western is OW, and so if you reel, you wind about. There you go. So OW, Old Western, OW, and then if you reel about, you wind. Set in plastic mug. Set in plastic mug. Oh, it's an anagram of... Is it an anagram of set in? Because plastic can be an anagram indicator. Is it that? Starts with S. Yes, so Stein. That's your mug. A mug is a Stein, except for the fact that it's spelled like this, I assume. S-T-E-I-N. And then, thank you. And then finally, baseball official wearing shirt backward takes the top prize. It starts with T. Baseball official ump. Is that an ump? B13 we don't have yet. G4 is I. K13 we don't have. A8 is an M. So there, the ump is going to go there. Top prize, triumphed. Triumphed then. Now why is it that? So it's ump wearing T-shirt, wearing shirt backwards. Why is it that? It's got to be... no. Triumphs. Have the wrong number of letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yes, I do. Well, let's get rid of that then. So triumphs. That's shirt backwards around ump. There we go. And so we're a couple of clues short. So there's this clue here, clue number 6, which now we'll have lots of letters for, hopefully. Macho outfielder with superficial. I'm not surprised based on how many of this I had to do. M6 isn't there. F3 is... We know from other... okay, there's an F. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an O. We know that is an O. Okay, so that is an F then. A1 was used elsewhere. Ugh, but where? Who knows? D1, G9. G9 is going to be used elsewhere. Hologro, tell us the answer on this one. I'm just... two-faced, slow factor, not sure use, okay, in that case definitely outfielder is an OF with superficial wound. Wound, flowed, flower, two-fisted. Oh no, what? Not, I don't really know what that means. So if you're macho, you're two-fisted because you fight with two fists a lot. Is that, I'm assuming that's the imagery that's encouraging that's encouraging. So it's OF in twisted. If you wound, you twisted. Okay, was there one other? Yes, there was one other. Stroke back of doggy with tool. F4 is unknown. M4. Ooh, let's put it on the screen. Stroke back of doggy with tool. It would be sub-official, surely. Super... Yeah. J10, do we have any of these? J10 is a T. I3 is, we don't know, except for the fact that we do know it from elsewhere, somewhere. I3, I saw it, here we are. I3 is an E. So is it... K2 we don't have, but we probably have it from elsewhere. Let's have a look. So that is in clue 27, K2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. It's a P. K2 is a P. So there's your pet. So we've got F4, which we don't have. M4, which we will have somewhere else. M4 is in... Where's M4? It's in 27, apparently. That's not true. 28 M4 is a U. So, to Muppet. A doggy is a pup, so, and a tool can be a pup. Can't a tool can, as in someone can be your puppet. They could be your tool. So the doggy is a pet. Sorry, no, the stroke is pet, and that is back behind doggy, which is a pup. So here is the quote. I've done a bad one. That should be... Oh, I bought my brother some gift wrap for Christmas. Yellow squares you ignore in this quote. I took it to the... Oh, I think I missed a grey square there. To the gift wrap department and told them to wrap it, but in a different print, so he would know I know something to stop. I know when to stop unwrapping. So I bought my brother some gift wrap for Christmas. I took it to the gift wrap department and told them to wrap it in a different print so he would know when to stop unwrapping. What? Okay, fine. And this is... Does this spell something? Stumnadiod. Stead camp. Words. Does the... I don't think the... Okay. Stand-up comedian Steve Wright. I brought my brother some gift wrap for Christmas. I took it to the gift wrap department and told him to wrap it in a different print so he'd know when to stop unwrapping. Not one of his finest gags, in my opinion, but that is just mine. I'm sure others have found it absolutely hilarious. The yellow letters don't spell anything, do they? I think... Oh, no. Stand-up comedian Stephen Wright. Oh, goodness. I was trying to follow the path. Yes, if you read them left to right. Stand-up comedian Stephen Wright. And it's a bow on the box. Very, very well constructed. Very, very well constructed. That is today's Cryptacrostic. Hooray!